Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and I today am getting some big pots planted for the summer season. These are actually the first tomatoes that I'm planting, and I got these at the Pitt County Community College plant fair that I was at on Saturday. You can see these are crazy tall. This is Sweet 100. I also have Roma and Cherokee Purple. So when I saw these, I thought, oh my gosh, this is actually the perfect opportunity for me to use this enormous pot that I got from Aldi last year and really haven't taken full advantage of. In fact, all winter this has been empty with just a hose wrapped up in it, to keep the hose organized. So I'm really excited to get it planted, and I wanted to show you this technique because if you have or have purchased tomatoes that have gotten really leggy, what I'm about to show you is really the solution. And that concept is actually really easy. It's that I'm going to plant them at this depth. I'm literally going to fill the pot with them just like this, so that the whole stalk or the whole stem ends up being in contact with compost. So then they develop a much better, deeper root system. And then I can interplant other plants in the center and around the edges to add extra interest. And then I'll add one cage to try to contain these 3 varieties. And if long term it needs to be transplanted, that's no big deal. This is a great solution for overgrown tomatoes now that we're in the beginning of May. They can always be readdressed in 6 to 8 weeks. First thing to do is remove the leaves that are going to be underground. And you probably don't have to do this, but I don't know, it's always been my habit. Just like that, so they have bare stalks. And now, honestly, I'm not even gonna bother trying to keep track of which is which. I'll be able to tell once they start fruiting. So I'm gonna just take them out of their container, and I'm sort of orienting them so they lean over the pot. There we go. And now I'm gonna fill this up with soil cube. Okay, so I've already tested. I have a cage that's gonna fit in here and look really nice. I'm gonna do 3 coleus, 2 plectranthus. These are of course to help deter deer. And I probably will regret this, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Lemongrass in the middle. My biggest thing is I think it might get too big, but I'm gonna try it. So, nice and simple. I know that this pot's gonna do really well because that's a lot of soil cube. And it's gonna be in a high impact space. These are the first containers for the next door property. Now I'm going to fertilize again, top dressing with Dr. Earth Organics. Make sure everything gets a good coating, and this will of course activate once I start watering. And then to finish it, a light layer of triple shred hardwood mulch. And this really makes a big difference in how your containers look. They just look so finished and professional. It's also really important when you're growing tomatoes that you cover that soil so that you really reduce the potential for any soil-borne diseases. You don't want the soil to actually splash up and touch the leaves of the tomatoes. They're susceptible to like every disease that's ever existed. So it's kind of a miracle that tomatoes exist at all. I definitely have better success growing them in the ground or in containers than I do in the ground. And really my whole philosophy this year is later. But like I said, I got these at a plant sale over the weekend, just couldn't resist, and they're so huge. I really think this is the perfect application. Here you can see this is the pot with the 3 different tomatoes, coleus, plectranthus, and lemongrass. And then this container with the existing chamaecyparis, 2 coleus, 2 plectranthus, and 1 jalapeno pepper. Now I'm gonna get these watered in. Well, Ed, here it is. The first attempt at unifying the properties. So really these 2 large containers symbolize a lot more than just being the first warm season foodscape pots to be planted. Now, I hope that you will be inspired to grow some veggies and flowers together in containers and in your landscape. No reason you can't have both beauty and bounty everywhere that you are cultivating plants. And if you found this video to be helpful, please give me a like, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to the Breathe the Plant Lady YouTube channel for regular updates, which will be included in my weekly garden tours that post every Monday. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Happy planting.